The Montana World Affairs Council is a nonpartisan nonprofit, and we're dedicated to engaging Montana schools and communities in international affairs to help us understand what's going on in the world and why it matters to us.
And that's why we found Chris Hyslop at Sentinel High School this week, to give students a clearer picture of the war in Ukraine, why it started, and why it matters.
What I try to present them is broadly what is happening in Ukraine and how do Ukrainians see it. Ukrainians see this as unprovoked aggression and an invasion in their country at a time when they want to look to the West and they want to become more part of Europe. On the other hand, from the Russian perspective, they see Ukraine as essentially not a country at all and really a part of Russia. And what they're trying to do is bring them back into the fold of the larger Russian community. You can believe what you like, but what is important is at least get the full story.
Chris Hyslop here again, just north of Kharkiv.
As the executive director of the Montana World Affairs Council, Chris sent back Instagram stories from Kharkiv and other places impacted by war, sharing the scenes of a place that's foreign, but if you look closely, also familiar. He shares the stories of those who are surviving a military attack.
The war came right on the doorstep of the places I was working, in the villages and towns in the east. And so while on one hand you see a lot of destruction of homes, schools, and hospitals, you also talk to a lot of people who were very traumatized by their experience.
From agriculture and fuel prices to the impact of our military families to the debate over U.S. aid, this war does impact Montana. And talking about it with the younger generation can start their own debate about international affairs and our place in the world.
I think the best thing that students can come away with, and community members too that I speak with, is simply a broader understanding of really what's going on, the different stories that are evolving out of this in Ukraine and Russia, and also here in the United States we have stories emerging. They're primarily political stories about should America be supporting Ukraine or should we not be? Now, you can decide as you like on that question, but it's very good to be fully informed, so when you make that decision, you know why you're there.
In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.